your family, they could be embarrassed by this. Do you not feel any sort of, guilt to them? Not for you, because I see you're like me, we don't have a lot of shame, but your loved ones, they know it's a bit. I mean, why are you going to do this to them for so long, Josh?
Yeah, I'm just living my authentic truth.
Now, you'll remember Dylan Mulvaney. Dylan Mulvaney was a struggling chorus boy on Broadway. I think he did the national tour of Book of Mormon, but pretty much, bit parts chorus. And when the pandemic hit, Dylan Mulvaney, because theaters were shut down, needed a way to generate income. And coincidentally, that need to generate income from chorus boy Dylan Mulvaney also coincided with the moment he realized that he was really a woman trapped in a man's body. And so during COVID, he took to TikTok and created a social media empire that is translated into millions of dollars of revenue, coincidentally. But it was really just a daily documentation of his realization that he was really a woman, or actually, to be specific, which is also one of the creepiest things about Dylan Mulvaney, he was a girl, not a woman, a girl. So here was a 28, 29, 30-year-old man pretending not to be a woman, an adult woman, no, pretending to be like a 12-year-old girl. If you look at the videos, which, you don't have to, take my word for it, he very specifically portrayed this very sort of adolescent young girl, not an actual adult woman. It was part of the creep about it, but it was also part of the insult about the whole Dylan Mulvaney thing. It was bad. It was gross. I now present to you, for your approval, a man named Josh Seiter. You may recognize him. He was a contestant on The Bachelorette. Yeah, he put himself into reality television to gain fame and fortune under the guise that he wanted to date and maybe even eventually marry the contestant on Bachelorette, the woman who was doing the choosing. And this person had a little bit of a following, built a social media platform, and like most reality TV stars, they come and go, and he came and he was on his way out the door. But then recently, he has sort of decided to do the Dylan Mulvaney thing. Yes, as you can see from this still, he's wearing lipstick, he's wearing a feminine top, and, well, Josh has now decided to be a transgender individual and document it daily on TikTok and social media. Here, take a look.
Hey everyone. So I'm seeing a lot of comments out there talking about trans women like we are one big monolith, one homogenous group of people, and we can't deviate. I want to let you know trans women are different and diverse, just like with any other group. Some of us have more feminine features. Some of us have more masculine features. Some of us have facial hair. Some of us don't. That's okay. Everyone's journey is unique and different and varied. So I just want to let you know that wherever you stand in your journey as a trans woman, you are valid, you are beautiful, and your journey is yours. So own it. Bye, guys.
Okay, so I'm going to be honest with you. I saw this first video several days ago. I think he's on day 15, 18 or something of being a girl. I saw the first one and I actually took it seriously. I actually thought, oh my God, because I'm programmed now to assume that all of this is for real. And now here we go with this mentally warped individual going through this process and giving a new face to the trans community or whatever they are calling themselves these days. And I took it seriously, and I posted on it on X. I think I said, this is so insulting to women, because I do. I find it so insulting that you just, put on a dress, put on some lipstick, and talk a certain way, because every woman, as you know, talks this way. And of course, I don't know an actual, genuine, real woman in my life at all in any capacity that talks that way. But it's this minstrel show. It's like blackface, where you put on a couple of ornaments or accessories, and then you pretend to be something you're not, but you're not really pretending to be that thing. You're actually pretending to be the stereotype of that thing. So I was like, this is terrible. I can't believe this. It's insulting to women. This guy shouldn't be celebrated. Then I saw another video that he put out. And, well, I'll let you watch.
Hey everyone. Go Cubbies. Got to represent. I just wanted to hop on and answer one of the most frequently asked questions that I get. Do I plan on having surgery? I do. I plan on having bottom surgery, and I plan on doing it in about 12 months. As you guys know, the guidelines recommend about 12 months after starting HRT is the ideal time to have surgery if you're going to do it. So I plan on having bottom surgery in June of 2025. I will keep you guys updated as this process continues. But right now, that is the plan. And just wanted to let you guys know.
All right. So then I saw that one and I was like, okay, if this has really only been going on for a few weeks and now all of a sudden he has a plan for his bottom surgery. And by the way, are there like little, he's like, he's wearing like a training bra and he's like stuffed some things in the training bra because he's not on hormones. He's clearly not on hormones. Look at the hairy chest and look at the 5 o'clock shadow and everything. So he is not growing breasts. I think that he's stuffing or something. Either that or dude is like benching 600 or something. Or he used to. And now he's got a bit of a droop going on. So I saw that one and I was like, all right, this can't be. There's no way that he's already like on the path for bottom surgery. There's no way he's on hormones. But everything that he just said in that video, he could have just looked up. He could have looked it up on the internet, all these, because he makes it sound like, as you know, there's a 6 months waiting period. And as soon as you're on HGT, then you got to do this and you got to do that. And it's like, you can read all of that online and sort of, turn it into your shtick. And now I start realizing, okay, this is a shtick. He's trolling. In fact, he is using this absurdity to point out the absurdity of the trans craze. So in a way, this is actually brilliant. So then I saw yesterday's video.
Hey everyone. Sorry, I look like a hot mess today. I just wanted to vent a little bit. I feel like dates can be so cheap. The last couple of dates that I've gone on, I've expected the guy to pay because I feel like the man should pay for the first date, and they just don't want to. And so I just had a date earlier this afternoon, and I sat there when the bill came, and finally I just said, the guy should pay first, and kind of pushed it towards him, and he said, well, in that case, you should pay. And I just thought, that is so rude. And I just don't understand what the issue is. I feel like everyone's trying to get something for free these days. I don't understand. I just want to go on a date and have the man be a gentleman and treat me right, treat me like a woman. So if any of you are having the same experience, let me know.
All right. So this is when I knew that this whole thing is a put on. It's brilliant, by the way. Transphobia led to me having to pay for the transphobia. Imagine this guy sitting across from you in a date, which of course it never happened, but he paints the picture. Also, by the way, I do love how he starts off every one with sort of this stereotype sort of mockery of how women act, right? Look at this first
one. Sorry, I look like a hot mess today.
So I am sorry, I look like a hot mess. He doesn't even try to feminize anything else. He doesn't try to feminize the eyebrows or the beard. He's always, if you noticed, he's always got stubble. In every single one, he's got stubble. His haircut is as masculine as you can get. And every outfit he has highlights all the tats on his body. All right. So when I saw this one, I knew that this is a joke. This whole thing is actually brilliant satire. And as the great Rush Limbaugh used to say, you point out the absurdity of the thing by being absurd, right? This is what actually highlights how absurd this entire cultural phenomenon is. And the best thing is, this is what needs to happen. Trans people need to get outraged about this. They need to get angry and upset, because the only response is, why? Why? He's just following what's inside of him. He needs to get arrested, going into a women's locker room or something. All right. So I'm kidding. I don't want him to go into a women's locker room. Um, so this brings us to last night's Alex Stein show. Alex Stein does a late night comedy show on YouTube and The Blaze. He's funny, but he's not everybody's cup of tea. But I do find Alex Stein funny. And he had this dude on with the pearls. So he had this dude on, and I'm not going to interrupt this now. I'll let it go for 2 minutes because this may be one of the funniest exchanges over this whole thing, as Alex Stein tries to get to the bottom of this whole phenomenon.
Listen, let's just cut the kayfabe. Do you know who I am? I'm Primetime 99 Pimp on a Blimp. I wear the tuck-friendly bathing suit. I've done it all. I've done this gimmick a million times over. I know what it's like to put on the dress, to try to be funny. And for me, I'm just being honest with you, Josh, it's caused me a lot of backlash. As a matter of fact, you get a lot of hate for doing it, not necessarily from the left-leaning people that you're making fun of, but you'll never be accepted by the right side either because they're always going to consider you a freak. I'm just telling you this as a friend. I know this is a bit. I know it's a gimmick, and I know you're trolling, and I love it because I do the same thing. But how long do you think you can do this for, dude? I mean, let's just be real. I mean, I know this as a comedian, and you know this as a person that I've been on reality TV. You've been on reality TV, and I am a fan of yours, Josh, and I have the utmost respect for you, and I'm not just saying that. How long are you going to do this bit for? I mean, it can only last so long. You can only put on the tuck-friendly bathing suit so long.
Well, it's not a bit for me. It may have been a bit for you. But for me, it's how I feel.
Josh, you're lying. What did your parents say about this? Does your mom or dad know about this? Are you close with them?
I'm close with some family members, yeah.
And I'm sure that they do not like this because they know that Josh is a bodybuilding guy that likes to slam babes. That's why he's on The Bachelorette. And they know this is all a gimmick, and you have 1 million Instagram followers, and now you're going super viral, and I know what that's like. And what people don't understand is when you have the mindset that you and I have, we don't care. I don't care. People can make fun of you. That's not me kind of confronting you right now. It's not going to hurt your feelings. But your family, they could be embarrassed by this. Do you not feel any sort of, guilt to them? Not for you, because I see you're like me. We don't have a lot of shame. But your loved ones, they know it's a bit. I mean, why are you going to do this to them for so long, Josh?
Yeah, I'm just living my authentic truth. And
come on, Josh, show me too. Quit playing with me. I'm the pimp on a blimp, Josh. I can do this bit. I can do this dance with you. We can joke around, and I'll be nice, and I'll say all the transgender shit. But it's a work. This is a gimmick. This is like professional wrestling. Sorry, I'm not trying to yell at a beautiful lady like you, but.
I'm sorry. That may be one of my favorite exchanges online for quite some time. In fact, I just want to watch that last moment one more time when they go back to Josh and because everything he says is exactly what Dylan Mulvaney or any other of these transgender warped individuals will say, right? It's like, I'm just living my true self. And when Alex just loses it, I'm sorry. I want to watch this last 20 seconds again.
But your loved ones, they know it's a bit. I mean, why are you going to do this to them for so long, Josh?
Yeah, I'm just living my authentic truth. And
come on, Josh, show me too. Quit playing with me. I'm the pimp on a blimp, Josh. I can do this bit. I can do this dance with you. We can joke around, and I'll be nice, and I'll say all the transgender shit. But it's a work. This is a gimmick. This is like professional wrestling. Sorry, I'm not trying to yell at a beautiful lady like you.
All right. Listen, that's all we got on this. I did to be continued because this just happened last. I'm just living my authentic truth. It is. Listen, this is going to go one of two ways. All right. Either this is real, this dude is really doing this, and I guess he's just going to have to keep it going the rest of his life. I mean, listen, Caitlyn's still up there, right? Or the big reveal is going to come. Somehow this whole thing is going to come to reach some kind of coda, and he's going to sort of, well, I was going to say rip off the wig, but the fact that he doesn't even bother wearing a wig is amazing. He's going to have to reveal it somehow, and however it ends, I mean, we'll be here for it. I'm popping the popcorn, and I'm looking forward to seeing it. Whatever this is, it's certainly entertaining, that's for sure.